Hello friends, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to see how we can set up the auto scaling group for AWS EC2 instances. So let's start by understanding some related terms. First of all, you need to create a launch template, that is defining the configuration template for its EC2 instances to add on or to remove as per the scaling policy. For example, the AMI ID, that is Amazon Machine Image ID of your instance type like T2 micro, T3 dot micro, etc., key pair, security group, and other parameters used to launch each and every EC2 instance. So this template will be fixed for each and every EC2 instance to be added by the auto scaling group. Next thing we need to set up is desired minimum and maximum capacity. Here the minimum and maximum capacity is setting the range of the minimum and maximum number of instances in your auto scaling group, and your range cannot go below the minimum range and cannot exceed your maximum range. And here the desired capacity means the number of instances up and running at the present time. So the desired capacity is always greater or similar to minimum capacity and less than or equal to the maximum capacity. So let's start by creating the launch template and then we will move for the further settings. Just log into your AWS console and search for EC2. And once you are in EC2 dashboard, just look for the launch template. Here, click on create launch template and provide a name. Add a description. Next, select the AMI ID. This time I am selecting Amazon Linux. Next, select the instance type. I am going to select T2.micro. Select the key pair. I have already downloaded one, so I am selecting the same. Next is either you can select the existing security group or you can create a new security group as well. So here I am going to create a new security group so that I can allow the SSH traffic. Template security group. Next is select the VPC. I am selecting the default only and I am going to add a security rule to allow SSH traffic so that I can connect to my instance from anywhere. Next, you can provide a tag advanced detail where you can provide the bash script if you want to install some Apache or Nginx server on your EC2 instance on running. So here I am keeping the default details as it is and just create the launch template. Successfully created launch template and then view launch templates. You can check the details of your launch template as well, that is default version, latest version. So next step is to create the auto scaling group. So this is the last option with EC2 dashboard and create auto scaling group. Just give the name to your auto scaling group and then select the launch template that you have just created scaling template. And here the details of your launch template are displayed like the security group that we created, instance type, AMI ID, etc. So just click next. Next you need to select the instance launch option. Here we need to select the VPC, same VPC where you need to launch your EC2 instances. So I am going to select the same VPC of my security group and availability zone. Under this default VPC, I have all the availability zone available for my instances. Just to increase the availability of instances, I am going to select all the subnets or under the availability zones. If you are creating your own VPC, you might be listed with the subnets that you have created. So you need to select all of them. Here the default VPC is showing me the option of all the availability zone and their default subnet. So I have selected them all. Click on next. Here we are not attaching any load balancer this time. You can also do this like we have done in the previous video, where you were creating a load balancer for EC2 instances. So here you can also connect your auto scaling group with the target group of your load balancer. So I'm not going to add any load balancer for this demo. And next we are keeping the same default settings. Here it is showing the health check grace period, that is 300 seconds, around 5 minutes. And next just click on next, and here you will be asked to add the desired capacity, minimum capacity and the maximum capacity. For example, our desired capacity is 2 and the minimum capacity is 1, and the maximum capacity we are setting as 4. And no scaling policy we are setting, but if you want you can set up the scaling policy. For this we are just checking how the auto scaling works and click next. We are not adding any notification, so click next, and we are also not adding any tag. Here is the review. The group you have selected, launch template, availability zones and subnets. We have not attached any load balancer, health check 300 seconds for every EC2 instance, and group size with desired capacity 2, minimum and maximum as 1 and 4 respectively, and just click on create auto scaling group. So here your auto scaling group is created. You can check the details over here. As we have created the auto scaling group and with the desired capacity of 2, so our 2 EC2 instances must be started and running automatically in your EC2 dashboard. So we are going to check that as well. But before this, check the activity, because it will take some time to launch EC2 instances by the auto scaling group. Here we are having 2 activities like launching a new EC2 instance, but it is not in service. So it takes couple of minutes to launch the EC2 instance in your EC2 dashboard. So just open the EC2 dashboard in another tab and we can check the number of instances running. As I had not created any instances earlier, so these are the instances without any name, and these are the instances launched by the auto scaling group as per the templates we have defined. So all the configuration is as per the template that you have defined in the launch template. So here you can also connect to your instances, as we have allowed the SSH traffic for these instances. So for this you can simply connect it. And you can check that your instances are running. Your both instances are running. You can also connect with other instance. And now let's check the details of your instance. As we can check, it is launched within the same VPC and the subnet, any default subnet of any availability zone. And next, check that security group that we had created. So it is connected with the same security group template SG. Now let's check the activity again for your auto scaling group, and this time just refresh it and you can check the activity that your launching of new instances is successful. You can check the status of your activity. Now let's try to terminate one of the instance. So let's terminate this instance. Now as we have terminated one of the running instance, now it is below our desired capacity but within our minimum and maximum capacity range. So it will auto scale the instance and it will automatically initialize or launch a new instance that should be running to match our desired capacity. So let's wait. So now we are having only one EC2 instance running. And now let's check the activity of your auto scaling group here. Just refresh and select your group activity. Here the activity is not updated yet, so you need to refresh it. And this time activity history has 4 logs as it is the termination of EC2 instance. That activity is also successful because we had terminated the instance, and now the new activity, the fourth activity, is launching a new EC2 instance that's in progress. So it is going to launch a new EC2 instance. So let's check the status of instances. Here the new instance is launched and up and running. So this is how it works. If you again terminate some of the instances, then it will automatically recreate new instances to match your desired capacity. Now, to delete this auto scaling group, if you delete the auto scaling group, it will automatically delete all the instances created by your auto scaling group. So let's check this as well. Select your group, go to actions and delete the group. It will ask for the confirmation. It is taking some time because it also needs to delete all the related instances. So all the instances will be deleted automatically, then your group will be deleted. So here we had not deleted the instances or terminated the instances this time. We had just deleted the auto scaling group. So it will first delete or terminate all the instances, then the auto scaling group is deleted as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you have learned something. See you in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.